Good morning, my name is Denise. Welcome to Suncoast Crafting. Today we will look at using Diamond Dotz Fabric Roll grid with adhesive. In this video, I will do what I am calling a counted cross-stitch method of diamond painting, and I'll use other methods in future videos. I am reviewing Diamond Dotz branded products for these projects. I have included a variety of links for the products in the show notes. I selected these options because I use them myself, and I am not sponsored by any of these companies. As a test, I did 2 small snowflake ornaments. The pattern is 15 by 15 squares. I added a white border, so now the pattern is 17 by 17 squares. This is what the 2 ornaments looked like partially done. This is what the 2 ornaments looked like when they were completed, but before we had put the polyacrylic on. This is what the 2 ornaments looked like when they were completed after they had been sprayed with polyacrylic. This is what the 2 ornaments looked like on white felt. This is what the 2 ornaments looked like on red and green felt. The yellow butterfly design that I'm using is from the Freestyle projects page on the Diamond Dotz website. I have used the yellow, pink, and blue butterflies from the Freestyle page to create cross-stitch butterflies. I finished them as hanging decorations. When you're looking for designs, look for patterns with whole stitches only. I don't know how to do a half stitch with diamond painting. I would start small with an ornament or bookmark size pattern, but if a larger or more complex pattern speaks to you, then a challenging project may be worth the extra effort. The first canvas I will use for my project series is the Dotz Fabric Roll grid with adhesive, which is fabric with a sticky grid in the middle. This is the closest to working on a pre-made diamond art kit the way we've been doing until now. Today's yellow butterfly project was originally 36 by 47 squares. The original project was 2.3 inches by 4 inches. I added a border so it's a little bigger at 51 by 40 squares. The grids on the fabric are 9 squares per inch. Taking into account a small blank border for cutting, I estimate that I'll be using about 4.5 inches by 5.5 inches of the fabric for today's butterfly. The Diamond Dotz website is very clear about the working size of the fabric. For instance, the description clearly says that the grid size is 2.7 by 2.7 millimeters. That means that there are 9 squares per inch, and that the fabric size is 5 inches by 7 inches. The picture at the bottom of the fabric description page shows the border around the working area. You'll need to take this into consideration when matching a pattern with gridded fabric. There are 2 ways to use the Dotz Fabric Roll grid with adhesive. The first way is exactly the same way I would do counted cross-stitch. I'll have the chart to the one side of my workspace and the gridded fabric on the other side. I'll apply the diamonds one by one on the grid, and as the pattern is completed, I'll cross off the completed squares on the chart. This is the method I'm using today. The second way is to create a sandwich of the LED light, the pattern, and the fabric. I'll make a sandwich of the LED light on the bottom, the pattern in the middle, and the fabric for diamond painting on the top. I'll use this method in the next video. So let's work on the butterfly. We're going to use the grid with adhesive, and this first time that we do it, we're going to do it very much like you would do counted cross stitch. The fabric is blank, the pattern is over to one side, and as we work on the pattern and finish a row, we'll cross out whatever stitches or whatever beads we've completed. You can see that up here in the upper right hand corner, I've started 2 border lines. I'm going to put white ABs behind the butterfly, And then I'm going to put one border of regular black around the outside. This is not something with their pattern. This is something that I'm adding. I'm going to start in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to start right where it says start. So I'm going to be, this would be a white. I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one, I'm going to have an 8410. When you open these up for the first time, the label goes up to the top. So you can either take the entire label off, or I chose to slice through the label and be able to open up the bottle that way. One, 2, 3, and this should be number 4. And then I've got another one right next to it. Now, on the line, I'm going to cross those out before I get too much further. On the line above that, I've got 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go in 1, and I'm going to go 3. So I'm going to go in 1, and I'm going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. Here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So I'm going to go in 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For those of you who are worried if I'm going to make you watch me do every single bead, no, I am not. But we are going to get started a little bit. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 up here. I'll notice that I've got a blank over here and I've got 2 blanks over here. So from the left-hand side, I'm going to count in 2 and I'm going to go 4. So I'm going to count in 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Straighten things out a little bit. the cost. So what did our project cost today? The yellow butterfly design I'm using is from the Freestyle projects page on the Diamond Dotz website, so it was free. I purchased one piece of 12 inches by 19 inch grid with adhesive fabric at Joann's for $6 after using a coupon. I'll be using this piece of gridded fabric for more than one project. The yellow butterfly has 5 diamond colors. At $2 per bottle, that's $10 for all of them. I also used white AB and black diamonds in the background and border. That's $2 plus $3 at Joann Fabrics for a total of $15 for all of the diamonds. This amount could be less if you're using the bottle for more than one project, or if you're using recycled gems from another project. The price also changes if you buy beads from another source. I will be using these beads for more than one project. So let's talk about the items that we finished the project with. We bought a wooden box at Joann's for $6.50. The Minwax stain and polyacrylic spray were $8 and $15 at Ace Hardware for a total of $22. I will use these on more than one project. This brings us to a total of $50.50 for a 4.5 by 5.5 inch butterfly. This total assumes that you are using these items for only one project, and this total also assumes you are using all new items, nothing left over from another project. Also remember that the finishing items, the box, the stain, and the polyacrylic spray were almost $30 of that $50 total. So the project itself is more like $20. Thank you to my husband for helping me complete the project. He recommends trimming the fabric with a new blade on your craft knife. So did I enjoy this? I was tense at first. I was on camera. I was not sitting in my comfy chair with my regular lighting. I am not used to describing each step as I do it. I marked off each row on the pattern as soon as it was complete, which I don't always do when I'm cross-stitching, and I never have to do when I'm diamond painting. However, when I was sitting in my favorite chair, watching Carol Duvall episodes on Discovery Plus, I felt a lot better. I was sitting and working the way I normally do and made fewer mistakes. I enjoyed it enough that I would try it again, although I would look for a pattern where there was more contrast or the symbols were easier to pick out. I do feel that my investment in time and supplies was worth it. I do have some recommendations. Start with simple patterns with colors and sizes that appeal to you. Choose patterns with all whole stitches because you can't place half a diamond. Diamond paint sitting where you are the most comfortable. I think if you are coming at this from counted cross-stitching, there is a learning curve, but corrections are much easier and faster with diamond painting than with counted cross-stitch. I think that if you are coming at this from just diamond painting and you've never cross-stitched before, there is going to be a learning curve. But the challenge and rewards of diamond painting with designs you picked out or designs you created yourself are well worth it. Today we looked at ways to use Diamond Dotz Fabric Roll grid with adhesive. In this video I used what I am calling a counted cross-stitch method of diamond painting. In the next video I will use a sandwich with the gridded fabric, the pattern, and an LED light pad. In future videos I will use other methods. So, will you try using the gridded fabric with adhesive and your own pattern? Do you think you would enjoy this when you are sitting comfortably in your own favorite chair? If you have a masterpiece that you created on your own instead of from a pre-made diamond painting kit, please leave a link in the comments to your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, etc. to share your beautiful work. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to working on more projects that you are interested in. Please like and subscribe and join us again for Suncoast Crafting.